Hey Kings and Dragons, Dragon King 551 here, and today I'm going to do another record prediction for the Chargers, and later I will do one for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, I have never been a Chargers super fan. I liked how they played. I watch them here and there, but I am not a complete fan. I've always been a Giants fan and a Jets fan. Just want to establish that when I make this prediction. I'm not biased to one team or the other. I'm just predicting what I saw last year based off that and their rookie Justin Herbert, who's now in his second year, and who they will win against and who they will lose against. Now, obviously, the Chargers are coming off a 7-9 season. That's because they won 4 games at the end of the season, and some of the games they just could not get them done. They couldn't hold on to the lead, but Justin Herbert is a great quarterback. 31 passing touchdowns as a rookie. Phenomenal. With that being said, let's get into the Chargers games, and I'll see what their ceiling record is, which is their actual record, what I predict, and their floor. So obviously, coming off that 7-9 record, I think the Chargers are going to do better this season than they will last season. So let's get into it. Chargers versus Washington, week 1. That's a win. I personally think that's a win because Chargers defense is going to be better and Justin Herbert is going to be a better quarterback. He's going to read better, and he did phenomenal as a rookie, so I think he's going to carry that over into the next week, and they're going to be a big threat to these teams. Chargers versus Dallas. I think that's a win as well, just because with Dak coming off, and that's also week 2 with Dallas. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Dak Prescott right now, so we don't know what's going to happen. Chargers versus Chiefs. Now, last year, that was a very close and nitty-gritty game. I think it will be close again, but the Chiefs are going to pull it out and pull all the stops to win it. The Chargers versus the Raiders. Now, obviously, the Chargers, I think, will win that game. I think the Raiders' defense was good, but it's not good enough to beat the Chargers. They're just too good right now. The Chargers versus the Browns. Now, the Browns have a good defense. They have a good offense. So do the Chargers. I think it will be nitty-gritty, but I think the Browns will lose that one, and the Chargers will take the dub. Chargers versus Ravens. Now, this one has been going back and forth in season and playoffs, but I think with the smart ability of Justin Herbert and making good reads with the new coaching and stuff, I believe they will find a way to beat the Ravens, as they will be able to contain Lamar Jackson's speed and ability. Chargers versus Patriots. Again, another running quarterback, Cam Newton. We don't know if Mac Jones will start. If he does in that week, we'll see how they play, but I just don't think they're there yet, and I don't know if their dynasty is going to be up there, but we'll see. The Chargers versus the Eagles. Again, Jalen Hurts is looking like a good quarterback and maybe will be there, but I just don't think they have the firepower to beat the Chargers, so that's a win. Chargers versus Vikings. Now, I think the Vikings have pretty solid D. I think that game may be close, but I think the Chargers will lose that one. Chargers versus Steelers. 2 good defenses coming at each other. I think the Steelers, though, will find a way to bail themselves out of that game and win. Chargers versus Denver. Now, I say that's a loss. I think Denver will find a way to win that one because with Teddy Bridgewater and also Drew Lock and all this finagling, I think they'll just find a way to have that firepower and that ability. That being said, the Chargers come off 3 losses after coming off incredible win after win after win, but now they face the Bengals. And Joe Burrow coming off that torn ACL and MCL, is it? I forget what he tore. One of those. Anyway, I just don't think the Bengals are going to do well, so I say the Chargers take the win from them. Now, I said Chargers versus Giants. Now, obviously, in one of my other videos about the Giants versus the Chargers, I've already stated that the Giants will lose that game because the Chargers have a really good defense, and I just think that they're going to be awesome. So, yes, I already said in my previous video, so I got to stick with what I said. So, it's factual. So, I think the Chargers are going to beat the Giants. So, that's a win. Chargers versus Chiefs again. That's another loss on their, another blemish on their record, if you want to call it that. I mean, the Chiefs are a good team. You got freaking Patrick Mahomes and everything. But do I think the Chiefs will get into the playoffs and win a Super Bowl this year? Hard to say, but I don't think so. I think they kind of have his number now. Chiefs versus Texans. I think that's a win. Just because the Texans don't have any one left. I mean, who do you have? You have Deshaun Watson, and that's it. I mean, what are you going to do? Chargers versus Denver. Now, the Chargers lost to Denver in the beginning of the season. I think at the end, they will win. And now the Chargers versus the Raiders, I say they will split on that too. And so the win one against the Raiders, the lose one against the Raiders, the win one against Denver, and the lose one against Denver. Whichever order, it doesn't matter. I just predicted it on earlier in the season, the win against the Raiders, and later in the season, the loss. Later in the season, the win for the Chargers against Denver, and the loss earlier in the season. It doesn't matter whichever order it comes out. But I really do think the Chiefs will sweep the Chargers in the 2-game series, just because they're the biggest threat. With that being said, let's move on to the ceiling record. The Chargers' ceiling, I believe, are 11-6. Coming off that 7-9, I think they will win 4 games more, be 11, and then get 6 losses. Their floor, I believe, is 9-8. I just think that even though they're coming off 7-9, I think they'll win 2 more, but lose 1. Yes, they could have been 9-7 if they didn't have that Week 17 game, but that's all I have to say about the Chargers. So, yeah, until next time, guys, don't forget to stay radical. I'll see you in the next one. That was my Chargers prediction. Next will be the Arizona Cardinals. And maybe I'll do a couple more predictions. But until next time, guys, don't forget to stay radical. I'll see you in the next one.